Good evening. Hope you're well. So, you're going to be with me for the next couple of hours. And we're going to be playing EVE Online, which is the norm at the moment while I'm learning it. So, as you're probably aware, I'm quite new to EVE. Make no secret of that. But what that means is that invariably to progress, you have to take more risks as you do the higher level missions. We invest in bigger ships to give us better tools, cost more money, and we get frightened at the thought of losing it. So, as with RuneScape and a lot of the platform games, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting killed or dying as long as you plan for it. I think most people would agree the most disappointing thing about getting killed is when it's unexpected. So rather than traveling around in my close on $1 billion worth of ship, I've scaled this one down this evening. So we are still gonna run the long range advantage, but let me just show you the build and the fit of the ship. So I've shown you the Vexor before, but this isn't a Vexor Navy issue. This is a much cheaper version. If you look at the top of the list there, you'll see the Vexor actually cost me 12 million rather than the 40 plus million the Vexor Navy issue cost when we invested in it. Now, because it's a cheaper ship, the fit is somewhat limited because A, we don't want to invest any more money than we have to just in case we get killed, but B, the amount of resource that the ship has got is limited by comparison to the Vexor Navy issue. So we have maintained our long-range drone strategy, and that is it. Damage Control 2 is the only tank element that we've got. So that basically means that when we do get into trouble, and we will, it will give us a little bit of time to warp out. But I'm not concerned if we don't warp out in time. I'm not concerned because we've got the cut down version of the ship, which is much cheaper. The whole fit is only 22 million. Okay, so what this means is that yes, we've got our capacitor depletion notification, but that is caused by this 50 meganewton coal gas enduring micro warp drive. That warp drive is the cheapest micro warp drive in terms of the power that it takes from the grid, but we only use it in bursts, so that isn't to be included, and that is what is causing the error. So we've still got to support our drone range, our long range strategy. We've got not one, not two, but 3 drone link augmenter ones, and we've got the omnidirectional tracking link. In fact, we've got 2 of those. That gives the drone the ability to kill accurately, target and perform accurately at range. And we also got the sensor boost of 1. Now the only quite significant issue, anybody who understands DPS will understand that 266 DPS isn't very much. And one of the things that is really holding the DPS down is that even though it will allow you to have the same number of drones in the drone bay, you can only have 3 out in space at any one time, and that's because of the 75 megabits per second there. Now if I was to use the normal drones, the Hobgoblin, the Hammerhead, then I would be able to use a higher number of drones, but because I'm using the Warden 2s, because I like the Warden 2's range, we have to make that sacrifice. So 3 drones instead of 5. We can only squeeze in 2 drone damage amplifiers, and we've just about squeezing in our omnidirectional tracking unit link 1, our sensor booster 1, and our 3 drone link augmenters. The only contribution to tank is damage control 2. And you can see we got 19.3 CPU units left, which we can't do anything with. So we are going to be staying at range as far as we can. We have been doing the local missions in Kisogo, with it being a level 1.0 area, and that's gone quite well. But level 1 missions we need to move on from now if we can, and we're going to be using the opportunities interface tonight to point us in the direction of where we'll get that higher level challenge. And if needs be, we'll go out of Kisogo, because I'm not really concerned if I'm ganked or get killed, because 22 million is a small fraction of my net worth, even though it does seem expensive. There isn't a cheaper way of doing this the way I want to run the range, the long range. So we should be able to lock up at over 100 kilometers, and we should be able to fire on anything that we can lock up. Okay. So I've been working on this. I haven't flown it yet. So let's see what's happening on the opportunities tab. Jack Essex, good evening, how are you? Hope you're well. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, despite everything I've just said, I think I'm going to practice on just one practice in the current system, which is Kisogo, and we'll have one practice on the level 1 Guristas, just to make sure everything works okay. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so let's undock and crack on. We are broadcasting on Twitch, Kick, MixCloud and Trovo this evening. And we are recording a 4K video for YouTube. Okay, when it says warp to site, because I'm doing my long range play, I'm not going to click warp to site. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say warp to within 100 kilometers, just so as we can get a good feeling for what is going on. Because we're going to be going into potentially areas that we've never been into before, I've just opened up the filter a little bit on the NPCs to make sure we pick up anything that looks like a hostile NPC in the overview. I'm hoping we don't need it that big. Okay, Garista's Hideaway. 103. Okay. Okay, that's telling me start all the tackle up. Okay, it's asking for 95, so that's worth bearing in mind. I thought we were going to get more than that. Well, that's alright, as long as we know. 95 I'm happy with. Yeah, and that's now looking up. And don't forget to launch the drones. Okay, that works well, doesn't it? At that range, that works well. So our 3 drones appear to be working in exactly the same way as the 5 did, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. And as soon as we see it come up, make sure we press that F button. It's not exactly the same workflow as in the Vexor Navy issue.
To give the command to a drone
but
requires you to have an active target.
it's almost the same. The ranges are slightly different. I haven't got any rigs. The CPU didn't have the scope to enable any rigs, so. But everything else appears to be, apart from the range, everything appears to be working absolutely fine with this volume of NPCs. And just double checking. We have.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
Auto attack and focus fire is on. Okay, cool. So that was okay. That was our practice run, and there was absolutely no issues there. So let's have a little look at what else is in the opportunities tab. It's Saturday night. It's just coming up to 10 to 11 in the evening, and everybody should be in the pub and not playing Eve. Okay, so that's the one we've just done. Okay, I'm not going to go for level 4. I think level 4 is certain death, but it's 12 jumps away as well. So okay, I think what I'm going to do, as they are all level 1s, I'm going to head over towards Jita. Let's put the drones away. Head over towards Jita, because when we get out of the system, I'm expecting the opportunities to change. We get over there on an autopilot.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
This Vexor non-Navy issue feels a bit lighter, if that makes sense.
Approaching Stargate.
Black Hole Coffee, welcome. So, didn't it say escalation? When I have done the Garista's Forsaken hideaway, I sometimes get escalation.
Pilot jumping. Into Stargate. Warp drive active.
Warpath Defense Complex. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stop the autopilot for a second. So Warpath Defense Complex, level 1. I'm gonna have a go at that one. I think that's different. Never done that before. Nothing to lose. So I'm going to warp, because I haven't got a Scooby-Doo what to expect. I'm going to warp within 100 kilometers.
Drive active.
Yeah, I in my Ishtar, I'm just a bit worried. That's why this Vexor, nice and cheap, because this is the Vexor non-Navy issue. So where is the... Have you done Black Hole Coffee, sir? Have you done this Warpath Defense Complex? Because we're there, we're at the destination. Ah, somebody's beaten us. There's Rex. Right, somebody's beaten us here. Okay. That's fine. I understand now. So let's continue our journey to Jita.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Yeah, because this certainly isn't T2.
Approaching Stargate.
So where are we? We are still in Urlan perimeter. And let me just
Autopilot.
stop the autopilot again. Stop. So what have we got here? Warpath Defense Complex level 1, Warpath Defense Grid level 3. Warpath Defense Grid level 3. There is quite a bit more here. Yeah, I don't know. On these missions, I've not seen anything that says you need a particular class of ship. In fact, just give me a. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to continue the journey to Jita, just to get out of the way, so to speak. And then we'll look at this. Oh, it's changing. We'll look at this in a bit more detail once we get to Jita. Yeah, Warpath Defense Grid. Got there and it was all wrecks. Black Hole Coffee, good to see you anyway.
Approaching Stargate. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Okay, so we got drone collection, which I've done loads of those. Garista's Burrow, Garista's Hideaway. Warpath Defense Grid. One jump away. I wonder if that's where we came from.
Please take extra care during organization.
Oh, Serpentis. Yeah, post the link. I don't think there's any anything that will stop that. So I'm just looking at the Serpentis. What is Serpentis? Because that's level 2. That would be nice. Combat sites featuring hostile. Okay. Ah, okay. Is that the asterisk? How can we do it? Just looking for the setting to allow links.
Trade fund is not responsible for monetary losses to local camps. Say no to black market. Say no to pirates and traders. Trust CBD for fairly priced, stable, luxury imports. The station honors all returning citizens from beyond the borders of the great state to trade. Please note there has been reports of scams in the local area.
I can't see anything in the chat options. Chat settings.
Your tastes are exquisite. Entertainment should be too. Echelons, the choice for authentic culinary and cultural hall films. Echelon, share the secret. Our state is under threat from foreign interference. Interference with our taste buds. Our state is under threat from fast flavor zones. Interference with our taste buds. Reject the compromised flavors of other beverages. Drink Star Zone.
As you are conducting, and remember to turn your sheet
Black Hole Coffee. Are you on Kick as well? Are you logged into Kick as well? Because you could try posting the link there. Or MixCloud for that matter. Or Trovo. The user ID on all platforms is the same. Pete Williamson, UK. And would appreciate that. Anyway, back to business. Serpentis Refuge. 2 jumps away. It's level 2. Not sure what Serpentis is all about. Let's see if there's a nearer one. In fact, I could search that, couldn't I? Serpentis Refuge, level 2. Serpentis Refuge, level 2. That's the same. Okay. Let's go and have a look. Let's undock and crack on. I'm in a cheap ship. Cheaper ship. Don't mind dying. Although I'll obviously try not to. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll have a look in a bit.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay, we'll go on autopilot.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
I'm thinking I'll go in at long range again. I'll Google that. Yeah, I'll Google that. Thank you so much. Those Caldari sentries are proving to be a little bit...
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
I'll have a look at that later as well.
Stargate.
Let's make the overview a bit bigger accordingly. Quite exciting.
Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Okay, Serpentis Refuge, there we are. So, we'll warp into 100 kilometres, see what's what.
Warp drive active.
And if we start taking any damage from something that isn't in the overview, I'll warp out. Firing up the Omni and the sensor booster. We've got Rex, somebody else is here. Yeah, somebody else is here, okay. Just gonna get the hell out of there for a minute. Oh, cool! I got a Mac Studio, but it's only an M2 Ultra. That actually looked quite interesting. Let's get to a place of safety and get the and get it open again.
Autopilot disabled.
Serpentis Den. It's level 2. It actually looked quite interesting, didn't it? It's 12 minutes past 11 on Saturday evening in the UK. We are playing EVE Online. Okay. Oh, we got Rex. What is with this? Oh, okay, maybe we're not all the way there yet. Let's go in at long range, see what's what. Oh no! Oh, I've lost my connection. And what a place to lose a connection. Oh, God. I'm going to stay live. I'm not going to bottle out. Clients restarting. Bloody installed updates. Okay, just logging back in. Don't know what I'm going to find.
I must say, Captain, you've handled yourself remarkably well.
Oh, we're still alive. Okay. We are warping. Let's warp. I'm actually quite happy with the fact that I could have been in harm's way there and it actually walked me away from it. So maybe this one will be quieter because it's a 0.4. Okay, all our gear is running. Start locking them up. Drones out. Fire, fire, fire. Have not got a Scooby-Doo whether they're going to die or what. Oh, okay. It looks like he's killing them. So this is my first level 2 with the Serpentis. Haven't got a Scooby-Doo. What I'm doing, which is all part of the fun. They'll all lock up nicely. Don't forget to press that fire button. Only got 3 drones. They all appear to be dying. Taking a bit longer to die than your average Guristas. Is there going to be a bigger wave behind this one? It's not killing them straight away. Oh, there is a bigger wave, okay. Just how big is it? Let's get them locked up. It's great being able to lock them up at 90 plus, because they can't fire on me, obviously. Okay, let's start. I've got them all locked up. Let's start killing. Let's have a look at some of them. Never seen these. Oh, wow. Okay, they don't appear to be advancing at a greater speed like the old Space Invaders. How did that one slip through? Not taking any damage. Oh, okay. We got even more. Okay. Let's get everything locked. In range order. Drones are busy anyway. Not taking any damage. Oh, shaking. That chief. Oh God, there's more. Not a problem. I can lock them up at that range. God, can you imagine if that was 30 kilometers or something like that? Only fight with 3 drones. This is level 2. We are locking everything up. Everything's locking. It's taking a bit longer for them to die. Not taking any damage at all. Oh, and that's it. Should we get some souvenirs? Bring the drones back in. And then we'll go through with these. I want to go through the wrecks because I haven't done these before. Have I managed to wander away from... Yeah, too far away, that's why. Okay, let's approach the warden. Okay, they're back. They're back on board. Right, so let's get to the nearest one. We'll approach that. Black Hole Coffee, you should be proud of me. I don't normally get the wrecks. Coral Guard. I didn't notice what we were being paid either. Okay, not sure what that is. Let's just get it on board and move on to the next one. I'm liking that micro warp drive. Not sure what it is or how valuable it is. Oh no, he's setting a really good example. Hornet 1. Oh, thank you. Next nearest. Just have to keep an eye on that micro warp and the capacitor. It's doing quite well, I think. Don't know what that is. Three more left. I think we'll get a bit nearer home, but I am liking the Serpentis. Hobgoblin 1, thank you. Chief Spy. Metal scraps, what a waste. Is that the last one? Oh, there's another chief, I think. Oh, metal scraps, what a waste. Cheap Vexor, 3 drones, and all the range stuff. Very little tank, very high risk. Not frightened of dying in this one. Ooh, look at all that. That was worth it. Oh, come on. Okay, let's get out of here, shall we? Put Jeter in the sat nav.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
We're in a 0.4 area, which is extremely high risk. Now, in this, because it's a cheap Vexor and not the Navy issue, I'm right on the borderline of CPU. Couldn't get a second sensor booster in there.
Approaching Stargate.
That was nerve-wracking, but hey, it was good fun. Oh, yeah, my connection dropped and I lost contact with the server, so I'm guessing if it was internet, the stream would have hiccuped as well. So yeah, that would be down to me.
Autopilot jumping.
1.3 million ISK? Really? I'll check that later.
Warp drive active.
So we are back in 0.8, so I'm just going to knock the sat nav off. And go back. Enforcer. Serpentis Refuge. Let's do some more Serpentis Refuge. Serpentis Hidden Hideaway level 1. Yeah, let's try that. That's one jump away.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, when you plan all of this and you put this together, what do you do if the network connection goes down? And people get very creative, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I just keep the picture of the lost connection and just try and keep the status on the screen so you can see it. Okay, warp to site. I'm going to go within 100 kilometers again.
Warp drive active.
Start up our okay, so let's start. Let's just sort it on distance, get the near ones. Okay, and drones in the air. too many locked up too far away. Don't like them coming that close. This build only works if I don't get shot.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target. To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target. To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
This doesn't appear to be as straightforward as the last one. Which is fine. There's somebody else here. Whew. Yeah, and a telltale as well is the fact that my stream length has dropped to 24 minutes, so I think it went down. So on the viewer, it's probably got that as well. There's a load of these which limited access. Okay, let's get out of there.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Autopilot disabled.
Almost warped off without the drones. We've got them now.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate.
Yeah, a bit disappointing there's somebody else here. But I'm in a 0.5 area, so let's get a bit nearer civilization. We're in hillbilly country.
Approaching Stargate.
Okay, so we'll have to work out how long I've been streaming from the time. We started at 10:30 prompt, 11:30, 11, right, okay. We'll finish at 12:30 as usual. And let's hope there are no more broadband outages.
Pilot jumping.
Virgin Business will be getting an email after the stream.
Into Stargate.
The idea of business is that it never goes down.
Approaching Stargate.
We're back in at 0.8. Let's just hold it there for a second.
Disabled.
Because we've got, I can see we got Serpentis Refuge there. Let's see what level it is. See if it comes up in the opportunities. Serpentis Refuge, current system level 2. Let's give it a go. I'm going to warp at 100 kilometers again.
Warp drive active.
Make our overview window a bit bigger. Start up our modules. Okay. Everything's running. Drones in the air. Oh, I'm taking damage. No, I'm not built for this.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Autopilot disabled.
Forgot me drones.
Autopilot engaged.
So that is Tower Sentry Serpentis. And it was just out of reach of my long range.
Approaching Stargate.
But that's good to know, because I could actually come back in my Dominic's, which has got some proper tank about it.
Autopilot jumping. Moving to Stargate. Warp drive active.
You do get quite far without meaning to. You chase a mission,
Autopilot disabled.
and then all of a sudden you're like 8 jumps away.
Autopilot engaged. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to station. Warp drive active. Approaching station. Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Please take extra care during our vacation.
Okay, so
During our renovation works.
how can I squeeze that a little bit more?
Please take extra care during our renovation.
Okay. Let's do it. Know what to look for this time. I think, let me just see if I can adjust this. Kaldari Sentry is not an NPC. Yeah, kill that first. Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna do. But not knowing. That's what the learning's all about at the end of the day. Oh, gone. Any level 2s. Ah, Garista's Refuge. Level 2. One jump away. Don't know whether that...
Docking request accepted.
Oh. Untime. Oh, no longer available.
Please take extra care during our renovation works.
So no level 2.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay, let's refresh now. Let's see whether it's anything level 2. Garista's Refuge. Yeah. Let's do it. It's one jump away and it's in a 0.8, so relatively happy. It's all go. Happy Sunday, everybody in the UK. Yeah, Garista's Refuge, right where it should be. So let's turn on our tracking and our sensor booster. Oh, we are cloaked. Okay. Yeah, mobile tractor units. Yeah, there's so much more involved when you go up the levels. It's exciting. Okay, now we are visible. Start our modules. And let's warp in at 100.
Warp drive active.
And be ready to lock up anything that looks like a sentry. We have a tower sentry, but it's take it out first. Okay. Woo! In a ship, self-declared, no tank. Okay. Nerve-wracking.
To give the commands to a drone requires you to have an active target.
It's like Hunt for Red October when he steers into the path of the missile to close the range. It's exactly the same principle. Shaking. The 3 drones, the Wardens, that strategy is working quite well, I think. Just have to remember to keep clicking the F button.
The capacitor is empty.
Okay. Is that everything? I think it is. Took some damage, but par for the course when you've got no tank whatsoever. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to... Am I gonna go back to Jita now, or... Forlorn Hideaway? Is that a level 1 or level 2? Level 1. Okay. Let's go back to Jita and check it out properly.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stardate. Warp drive active. Autopilot disabled.
Drones are 30 kilometers away. How have they managed to get over there? Let's get over there, pick them up. That's the only problem with sentry drones. If you wander too far away from them, you have to go and collect them. Okay, drones on board.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to start. Warp drive active.
I've seen quite a few NPCs tonight that I've never seen before, which is good. And you probably guessed, even though I'm in a ship which I don't mind losing, I'm emotionally attached to it now. Anyway, that we're back in Jita. Oh. We're going to be streaming for another 20 minutes. Oh, Garista's Refuge. Right, let's...
Autopilot disabled.
turn the autopilot off. Warp within 100 kilometers.
Warp drive active.
All my modules are running. Wardens are on board. And watch out for the sentry. There's somebody else here. With these Hornet 2s. Leaving to it, I think. Another Garista's Refuge, one jump away.
Warp drive active.
Oh, I see what you mean. We'll have a look. Okay. The excessive cloaking time doesn't help. Okay, modules active. And Garista's Refuge is the one we're looking for. We'll go in at 100 kilometers again.
Warp drive active.
Get on that sentry. Oh, somebody there. Okay. The hideaway is level 1, so I'm not going to bother with that one. Just move away from there, I think.
Autopilot engaged. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Garista's Forlorn Hideaway. No, that's not level 2.
Approaching Stargate.
No, Serpentis.
Autopilot jumping. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Garista's Refuge level 2.
Autopilot disabled. Warp drive active.
Got time for one more site, I think. Garista's Refuge is there. Let's get in within 100.
Warp drive active.
Modules on. Tower sentry. Let's approach that. Okay, sentry dismantled. Drones are working hard. Oh, somebody else is here. Let's see how many of these I can get.
To give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
I didn't see the broken jump gate. Be interesting to watch all this back in the video tomorrow though. Okay. I'm going to make my way back, I think. We'll park up at Kisogo State War Academy, which is our remote base. Drones on board.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
So all that really remains is for me to say thank you so much for your support. Jack Essex, Black Hole Coffee in particular, Black Hole Coffee again, help and support greatly appreciated.
Approaching Stargate.
I will go back through the chat. Even better, I will go back through the video because I do watch all my videos. How on earth have we got 7 jumps away? Nerve-wracking, but most enjoyable.
Autopilot jumping.
And this Vexor is nippy
Victor Stargate. Light drive.
with that 50 meganewton coal gas enduring micro warp drive. I think it's been really good. It's been really good to actually get into some of these higher level areas just to see what the challenges are,
Approaching.
because I will have no problem now in my Dominics where I've got 100 kilometers plus range on the drones. I've got 5 drones and I've got decent tank as well. So that is good. I've not been hit by any warp disruptors or anything like that. It's just been sentries. Good job I added it all to my overview filter for NPCs as well.
Victor Stargate. Drive active.
Tried to warp off without me drones more often than not.
Approaching.
No, I didn't notice the broken jump gate, but I will. Mary Jane girls.
Pilot jumping. Stargate. Light drive active. Approaching Stargate.
So it was an extremely successful evening, I think. An enjoyable couple of hours. Bigger panic on losing the connection to the game. Watch the video. I'm going to leave it all in. I don't edit any of my videos. If I start editing, I will never publish anything. I'm an engineer.
Autopilot jumping. Victor Stargate. Drive active.
Yeah, when I came out of the internet outage and managed to get the game client running again in OBS, it was interesting to see that it was warping me away from the danger, although that might have been coincidence.
Approaching Stargate.
I'll wait until I get back to Jita before I end the stream, I think. We are playing my DMC collection.
Autopilot jumping.
We are streaming to Twitch, Kick, MixCloud, Trovo. We're recording a 4K video for YouTube. The 4K video will be re-encoded to 1080p, so we can leave a copy on Twitch. I don't have VODs on Twitch because the quality is 720p. You may get luckier if you have VODs on Twitch, but mine get recorded to 720p. So I upload a video which is recorded in 4K and then re-encoded to 1080p. Higher quality. The video that is uploaded to YouTube will have the game soundtrack. I recommend you follow the link in the video description and play the audio track on MixCloud so you get the music as well. That way, every time you play the mix on MixCloud, the creators get paid. That's what DMCA is all about. But then you'll also find a link to the 4K YouTube video in the MixCloud track description, so you can join it all back up.
Approaching Stargate.
Last jump. You just passed the 2-hour point. I don't have hard limits, but the recorded video file sizes can get a bit silly if we go on for 3 or 4 hours like I've done before, which isn't a problem. Just the processing time on MixCloud is extended. The track we're recording on MixCloud will be fully encoded. Usually takes just more than 24 hours. That's one of the reasons I don't stream every day. Okay, we've got 4 viewers on Twitch, 2 viewers on Kick,
Approaching station.
5 viewers on MixCloud. Okay. Just checking whether I need to raid. 4 viewers.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
I think with 4 viewers, I will raid. DM40S, I think, finished earlier. Okay, I think we'll raid into Project R3XXX. I can see mouse movements. I've only got 1 viewer ready to raid. Alright then. I won't raid then. Because I know who that viewer is.
Interference with our taste buds.